Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our English Learning Podcast. Today's topic is something that most of us do pretty often. Ordering food at a restaurant. I'm Emma, and I'm here with my co-host, Ben. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Emma. Hi, everyone. Ordering food at a restaurant is something we all enjoy. But if you're learning English, there are lots of useful phrases and words to know when you go out to eat. We're going to take you through the whole process today, from entering the restaurant to paying the bill.
Absolutely. So let's start from the beginning. When you arrive at the restaurant, the first thing you usually do is get seated. This means the host or hostess, who is the person that greets you, shows you to your table. You might hear them say, "How many in your party?" That means they're asking how many people are dining with you.
Exactly. A party in this context doesn't mean a celebration. It just means a group of people. So, if you're with 3 friends, you could say, "We're a party of 4." Then the host might ask, "Do you have a reservation?" A reservation is when you've booked a table in advance.
Right. And if you haven't made a reservation, they might say, "We have a table available for you." Or, "There will be a short wait." A wait is the time you have to spend before getting a table. And if you don't mind waiting, you could say, "That's fine, we'll wait."
Once you're seated, the server, who is the person taking care of you, will bring the menu. The menu is a list of all the food and drinks the restaurant offers. The server might say, "I'll be back in a few minutes to take your order." To take your order means to write down or remember the food and drinks you'd like to have.
Exactly. And when you're looking at the menu, there are a few important words to know. For example, appetizer. An appetizer is a small dish you eat before the main meal. It's sometimes called a starter as well. So if you're really hungry, you might want to order an appetizer first.
Yes. And after the appetizer, you move on to the main course. The main course is the big part of your meal, like steak, pasta, or fish. You might also hear it called an entree. In some countries, entree means the main course, but in others, it can mean the appetizer. So it's good to check the menu carefully.
Good point, Ben. And then there's dessert, which is the sweet dish you have at the end of the meal, like cake or ice cream. So you could say, "For dessert, I'd like the chocolate cake." Now, let's talk about some useful phrases when you're ready to order.
Sure. One common phrase is, "Could I have?" or "I'd like." For example, "Could I have the chicken sandwich?" or "I'd like the spaghetti, please." Both of these are polite ways to ask for your food. The server might also ask, "What would you like to drink?"
Yes. And if you're not sure what you want, you could say, "I'm still deciding," or "Could you give me a few more minutes?" That's a polite way to ask for more time. And if you're interested in a recommendation, you could say, "What do you recommend?" or "What's your most popular dish?"
Great tips. Now let's talk about sides. A side is a small portion of food that comes with your main course. For example, you might order a steak with a side of fries or a side salad. If you see "comes with a side" on the menu, it means the side dish is included in the meal.
And if you want to change the side that comes with your meal, you can ask, "Can I substitute the fries for a salad?" Substitute means to replace one thing with another. So in this case, you're asking to replace the fries with a salad.
Exactly. And if you have any dietary restrictions or preferences, it's good to know how to ask about them. For example, "I'm allergic to nuts," or "I don't eat meat. Do you have any vegetarian options?" Vegetarian means food that doesn't contain meat, and it's important to let the server know if you have any allergies.
Yes, very important. Now, let's move on to some other common phrases. After you've finished eating, the server will likely ask, "How was everything?" or "Did you enjoy your meal?" This is their way of checking if everything was okay. If you liked it, you can say, "Everything was great, thank you."
And if something wasn't quite right, you can politely mention it by saying, "It was good, but..." For example, "It was good, but the soup was a little cold." Most servers appreciate feedback as long as it's polite.
Exactly. And when you're ready to leave, you'll want to ask for the bill. You can say, "Could we get the bill, please?" Or, "Can I have the check, please?" Bill and check are both used to refer to the receipt that shows how much you owe for your meal.
That's right. And if you're eating with a group and you each want to pay for your own meal, you can say, "Can we split the bill?" Or "Could we have separate checks?" Split the bill means each person will pay for their own food.
Good one. And don't forget about the tip. A tip is extra money you leave for the server as a thank you for their service. In some countries, it's common to tip around 15 to 20% of the total bill. You could say, I'll leave a 20% tip, or let's add a tip to the bill.
Right. Tipping customs can vary, but it's always good to check what's normal in the country you're visiting. Now, let's talk about a few more phrases that could come in handy. For example, if you want to take your leftover food home, you can ask, could I get this to go? Or can I have a takeaway box?
Yes, to go or takeaway means you want to take the food with you. So if you didn't finish your meal, but you'd like to eat it later, this is a useful phrase. And one more thing. Sometimes restaurants have specials. A special is a dish that's not on the regular menu, but the restaurant is offering it for that day.
Specials are often good deals or unique dishes. So if the server mentions a special, you might want to try it. Well, I think we've covered a lot today about dining at a restaurant in English.
We sure did. We talked about making reservations, ordering appetizers, main courses, sides, and desserts, asking for recommendations, paying the bill, and even tipping. We hope you found this helpful and feel more confident the next time you order food in English.
Yes, remember, practice makes perfect. Keep listening and practicing these phrases, and soon you'll be ordering food like a pro in any English-speaking restaurant. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe for more English learning tips and conversations. See you next time.